the Hanjo. Hey everybody, Matt the Greeter. Been a while since I could say I smashed any bugs now. Yeah, go right ahead, pop right out. Doesn't look that close on the GoPro anyway. So what's up everybody? Yeah, it's been a little bit of a spell here. So yeah, if you're from the New England area, fast forward, just forget this video or else commiserate in the comment section below. This winter was all work up to a sneeze that never came, right? So it's just one of those deals. It was like, oh, we're gonna get a big nor'easter this weekend. No, we didn't. We're gonna get 16 inches guaranteed. Everybody's affixing plows. Nope, we didn't. And the entire winter went that way, you know. It was we had not even like a good deal of rain or anything. So I don't know, man. The times they are changing. They are already changed, I suppose. So so I don't know, man. You kind of need that. You kind of need that snow that sticks around a bit, so that it can melt a while. Hang on, excuse me while I check out my new helmet. I'm going to put down the drop down sun visor here. Oh, nice. So yeah, should we start with that instead of complaining about the weather? Should we talk about the government? No, not on this channel, folks. Thanks for cutting in front so that you could stop and turn. Anyhow, okay, back to where we were. You like to have a really nice snow, a thick snow that sticks around. Then, you know, they plow the streets, the sun hits the streets are clear, but you gotta drift the snow everywhere. That can slowly trickle into the ground, and it does good things come spring. And boy, we didn't get that at all. You know, we got some icing, and here was the pattern. We would get the soaking rain that I had been looking for to wash the salt off, and then so it'd be 44 degrees, something like that. The temperature overnight then would drop to 29, so they would like obliterate the streets with salt again. They really over salt around here. And but then the next day it would go up to 44, so we've got heavily salted streets that you know, haven't had ice since the sun cracked the horizon. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing, it gets old in a hurry when you're really just, when your mental therapy is to ride, and yet you just can't because of I guess just unfortunate timing. You can't blame the guys salting, because you know, it really was super icy. So you know, people are gonna, we have too many cars on the road to not salt. You know, it's not like you know, I'm out in the country somewhere where there really just isn't much traffic to speak of. There's never no traffic to speak of. This, you know what I'm saying? So except for right now when it's supposed to be one of the busiest times of day. So I don't know, maybe I didn't get the memo. Maybe it's some vacation I'm missing. Anyhow, where do I want to go? Oh, turn here or turn there? I better turn here. The scene of my first bad motorcycle crash. It's a lot different. They're putting lights in here now, and this is where it happened. Boom. There used to be a median strip right in the middle there. I got run off the road right through the middle of it. Missing signs by miraculous breadth. Anyhow, yeah, so that was the kind of winter we had. The battery was never in danger of dying. I got to ride every month, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was just, okay, I'm gonna stop complaining, but it wasn't like you know, I'm used to enjoying, you know, where you get the, you know, riding between the snowbanks. You know, streets are clear, you get a decent day. Excuse me, trouble talking and speaking at the same time. And you know, you just ride between the snowbanks and keep it on the sunny side of the street kind of thing. But yeah, it wasn't that kind of winter. So my mental state has been in disrepair. Can I get an amen on that? Anyhow, so it is beautiful to be back. on the Bug Smasher. So yeah, I used my drop down sun visor, so this is really cool. You may recall that I picked up a Sedici Corvone helmet at the end of last season, and what did I have? Was it Revzilla Cash? You guys may remember if you've been following my channel. But you know, I hardly spend any of my own money these days, cobbling gift cards and all that. So I ended up with a Sedici Corvone, but then it was cold. It was Shoeburth season, so I affixed my camera to the Shoeburth, and which is a tighter helmet, and but it's warmer. It's a modular, and so that worked out okay. I'm happy to be back in Sedici. Fits my Italian head quite well, but it allows my jaw to work freely as I'm spieling over here, and you know, using up oxygen. So that's one of the advantages to at least this full face helmet is, I'm going to turn here. That's not one of the advantages to this helmet, but one of the advantages is I do have a little more room to talk. So if you're helmet shopping, that is a consideration. You know, do you have enough room where you can comfortably talk? Especially, you know, if you got a verbal fire hose like I tend to get. So anyhow, yeah, I'm glad to be back in Sedici for that reason. And I really like this one. Hey, Kraken's Garage, what's up, Eric? Yeah, we're trying to get a little more high vis. You know, I'm part of that crew now. I don't know what you could see in the mirror, but perhaps I should look at the road instead. Yeah, so trying to get a little bit more high vis as well. My other Sedici was matte black, matte degreader black, absorbed all light. It's got a really cool visor. I really like the visor, but it's a permanently smoked visor. Sun would go down, and I'd be really I don't carry the clear visor to swap them out. So I switched over to this guy. I'm really happy with it so far. Sonically, it's about the same as the Strata, the Sedici Strata 2. That is my other helmet that you probably most often see on the channel. But now you'll probably see this Corvone. So if you got an Italian, like a intermediate oval shaped head, and you're not looking to spend a lot of money, check out the Sedici Corvone helmet with the drop down sun visor, because I'm telling you, man, when I am able to ride tends to be the time of day when the sun is not at its finest. So I do deal with withering light and scenarios like that. So having that internal visor where I don't have to pull over, and I don't have to really, like, I'm not guessing. You know, when you're riding at night with a smoked visor, it can be a little hazardous. So anyhow, times are good. I'm also out of the Kemimoto and back into my beloved Indy Ridge Power Sports gloves. I know I'm wearing my Peter Steele mechanic suit. Zero protection. The only bonus is if you crash in it, you get to meet Peter Steele in person. I guess that's the only benefit there. Let's not test that theory, shall we? But yeah, Kemimoto, you know, had sent me those non-heated gloves, and you know, they worked about as well as non-heated gloves work. They didn't heat my hands very well, but they weren't worse than any other gloves, I'll tell you that. And they had great knuckle armor and all that, so thank you, Kemimoto, for those free gloves. But you know, here we go. These fit, the Indy Ridge Power Sports gloves. They fit so good. You know, I'm not just blowing smoke. I mean, they really do, and they've got the knuckle protection as well, and you know, a little knucklehead protection as well. So it's better than the Biltwell Gringos I used to wear, which were just very thin, very comfortable, but you know, it's very low armor class if you're playing D&D. Very, very low, almost none. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hey, that's it. Just coming to say what's up. Welcome back. Hey, man, thanks. Along for the ride. I will check in with you guys soon, and I hope you guys had a great winter. Let me know in the comments below. Is it over? Is it finally over? And oh, while you're here, I'll try to leave a link. Mertz Tavern, which is in like Saskatchewan somewhere. I heard about them from Sean Semchuk. He's that Canadian singer I like. And they've got an 80 horsepower motor and a mini bike that you've got to check out. I'll try to leave a link to that. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter. Care about you. Bye.